This one got dragged up into the mangroves and both of the keels popped out. I'm gonna rip all of this off. So we're gonna have to get the old keel out of there, and the water line came across the top of the engine room. So the engine room was completely submerged, but this is what we're dealing with.
With Hurricane Irma, boats tossed. Here we are at this marina.
Hi, my name's Colin. I used to be a chief engineer on super yachts, but gave it all up to buy a hurricane-damaged Lagoon 450. My friends and I are fixing it up as we go, and are determined to circumnavigate the entire planet. So subscribe if you want some inspiration to live life to the fullest. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for?
Hi guys, we're here in the airport. We're gonna go to Bahamas. We're super excited because we have some big change of plans. You wanna explain them?
You try.
Oh, okay. So, Colin had a very good opportunity. You know, after everything happened with the boat, he needed some money. Are you okay? That should I explain that? Oh shit, I'm looking at this screen.
You're looking at yourself.
I'm looking at myself. Okay.
So,
yeah, explain.
So I've just come back from the super yacht, and we're in Florida right now. We're in Fort Lauderdale, but the airports to Panama, where Parlay is, are closed. So we can't fly back to Panama. So we were looking at sailing back to Panama. And while we've been waiting around, an opportunity has come up for me to repair and rebuild another hurricane damaged boat. It got damaged in Hurricane Dorian, and my friend bought it, and he's asked me to manage the rebuild of it and do a lot of the work myself. And then we're gonna sell it, and I'm gonna get a percentage of the profits, so I can take that money down to Panama with me and put it into Parlay and get her fixed. So Jamie's gonna fly up and help as well.
So, Philo's toilet's blocked.
We're gonna learn from all of the mistakes that we made with Parlay and do this one properly. We're gonna put a brand new mast on it, new rigging. My idea at the moment is to do a sort of step-by-step series on how to fix a hurricane damaged boat.
2605, thank you.
So we'll see how it pans out, but obviously we're gonna film everything, we're gonna document it all, and we're gonna be releasing these episodes week after week, so should be quite exciting. Hope you enjoy it. See you in the Bahamas.
Okay, so we're all cleared into the Bahamas, baby! That wasn't too bad, just went through customs and immigration, ticked a few boxes. Big fella! Long time no see. Hey man.
How you doing?
Wow, it's been a while.
Yeah.
This is Martina.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
This is Jeff. Here they are. How's it going?
The warm welcome already.
Ah, it's good. Okay guys, this is Blues Traveller. This is the this is a 2015 Helia 44 by Fontaine Peugeot. This one got dragged up into the mangroves and both of the keels popped out. But the way these Helias are designed is there's a keel pocket up inside there, which is completely undamaged, and the keels are actually just glued up inside there. So all the glue is broken away and the keels have cracked, but the pocket is totally fine from the outside and the inside. So we're ready to motor this one back to Florida. We've got a few glass patches to do, and we've got a huge repair to do on the other side. It took a big impact here, and the inside of the cabin, a stringer has busted off inside. But we've got a weather window on Monday to go across. It's 60 miles from Grand Bahamas to West Palm, so that's where we're going to go. So this one's got a lot of fiberglass work to do, but it was never wet. The only part where it got wet is where this transom smashed open and a bunch of rainwater and stuff went in here and got the engine room a little bit wet, so that's the only part that got a bit of water in it, so we'll have to address that. But the person who wanted to buy it before Jeff tried to salvage it, and he put this patch on it, and he never actually tried to float it again. We'll show you photos, but this is horrible, horrible, horrible work. So I'm gonna rip all of this off, and I'm gonna get a couple of solid layers of glass back on it and tie it all the way back to here, and then it'll be ready just to get us to Florida. I'll make some plywood steps here and enclose it all with glass, just make it strong enough to get back to Florida, and we'll motor it across, and we're going to use this boat to tow the other boat, which is the Lucia 40, another Fontaine Peugeot. Right, so there's a huge glass repair to do here. This is the corner of the hardtop, and it's come down and cracked and everything here. We've already got the piece here which broke off, so they can use that, repair that, and fill in this hole. So that's quite a big one, as well as that whole transom. What I'm going to do to that transom there is completely temporary, so I'm just going to get it strong enough to get to Florida, and then we're going to cut it all out. Inside here, this was all dry. This was all completely dry. This particular boat has got a generator which they've been running, and then they've been running the aircon off it, so none of this was affected by the storm, which is good news. We've been living in this cabin since we've got here, so this is all bone dry. There's a couple of things I have to repair in the hulls and whatnot. A couple of pumps aren't working and that, but that's just wear and tear on a 2015 boat. I have to do the same thing on my boat. So it all looks okay. This is where we've been living. Martina's just been done the sheets for washing, but this is all as it was before the hurricane. Here we're in the port aft cabin, and this was all dry. So because this boat didn't get wet, this is the boat that I'm going to use to tow. Fridges work. We've been using the fridges. The electrical panel you can see here, completely dry. Got dismasted. Here are the keels. They're cracked. They're in really bad shape, but it's nothing you can't repair. So we've actually still got both keels that can be repaired. And the way that they're made is in two halves, and they're just glued together. There's not even a tabbing over it. So the way we're going to repair it is going to be better than factory, because we're going to put tabbing over this joint so that it won't crack again like that. This is the base of the mast. Everything's intact. There's a couple of gel coat repairs and whatnot. We've already got a brand new mast in Florida waiting for us. So that's just going to go straight on. And then we've got a few touch-ups, bit of glass work to do. Replace the cleat. After the hurricane, a lot of stuff got stolen. So the chart plot has been stolen, all the rain marine instruments have been stolen, solar panels have been stolen. Yeah, I think, yeah, this one got the inverter stolen. So all of that's got to be replaced. But yeah, davits are still okay. I'll show you inside the engine room. So that engine's ready to go. These boats were salvaged in Abaco, and it's already driven all the way here on its own engines and its own hull, even with that repair on that side like that, which is kind of scary. But yeah, I've got quite a lot of confidence in getting this boat across and using it as a towboat. Okay guys, this is the other boat that I'm going to do. This is a Lucia 40 Fontaine Peugeot. It's a 2018, so it would have been such a shame not to repair this one up. Same thing, it's got the sacrificial keels. Instead of them coming out of the pocket on this one, they completely broke off. So the pockets look to be absolutely fine. We're going to tow this boat over as it is, but once we get there, we're going to have to take, this is just, again, these keels are just glued in here, So we're gonna have to get the old keel out of there, obviously, to glue the new keel in. Same thing on that side. This boat was underwater on this side of the boat here, and the water line came across the top of the engine room, so the engine room was completely submerged, and the water came all the way up. The water line was up here, and it came sort of 2/3, 3/4 of the way up the hull there. So all of this was underwater. The difference between this one and Parlay is that the hull is fully intact. You know, even with the keel snapped off, there's no big cracks in this boat where water would have got into the core of the boat, as opposed to my boat Parlay, where there were huge cracks. We had to repair the cracks, and underneath the crack there was wet balsa that we had to grind out, remove the balsa, put new core in, and do a huge repair like that all over the boat. But this boat is fully intact. It just went up onto the mangroves, and she took a few waves over the stern, I guess, and sank on the stern. So we're going to replace everything in this engine room, and the surge came up and the waves came across, and we believe that this engine might be slightly wet as well. It might have got waves and stuff over it, so we're going to replace that engine as well. Yeah, this engine still actually runs. It runs fine. They got it running as soon as it was salvaged, but usually you have to replace the alternator and the starter motor 100%, but everything else, if you flush it through immediately, they tend to run. Jeff's still running his boats on his engines, which were submerged two and a half years ago, nearly 3 years ago now. Anyway, we're just going to replace it with a brand new one. Inverter, everything in here was just underwater, so we're going to replace everything. And so we'll have brand new wiring, brand new autopilot, we're going to put new charge controllers for the solar and everything in here, so this engine room will look brand new. I'm going to replace that, and we're going to put a brand new generator in it, and then all the wiring and stuff. So again, all going to be replaced. This boat also was dismasted, so we're going to put a brand new rig on it, which is ready to go in Florida. So that's that. We've still got the rudders, so we're going to split the rudders and put new shafts inside them. The shafts got bent when it went up on the mangroves and whatnot, so we're going to split these open and attach them to the new shaft, so they'll be good to go. Fiberglass repairs. This boat was also looted, so there's chart plotter and stuff missing. Solar panels stolen. This is another big fiberglass repair on this boat, is this hardtop. These are built so weak. I'm not surprised it broke at all, but we've got to repair this, and this time when it goes back together, I think we're going to put some stainless supports onto here. One of the davits got a little bit bent, so we're going to replace that. We come inside. So this one was wet, so there was water splashing up inside here. So we're going to have to replace all the wiring down here. It's going to be a huge job, but nothing we can't handle. And yeah. So this was all wet up to a certain level. So I've just been looking through the bilges, found a couple of cracks in the tabbing on the hull. So we're gonna repair all of that stuff. Tab it all back down to the hull. Access is quite difficult, but that's all part of it. And so this was all dry. All the wiring still looks fine. A lot of that will get replaced if it went into the wet area of the boat. This side of the boat was dry, so that's all. Looks like a mess at the moment, but she didn't get wet, so it's Got a lot going for it, this boat. 2018. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow the adventure. If anyone's interested in buying one of these boats, you can email us at hurricaneboats@gmail.com. The link will be in the description below, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.